Government's big announcement about the caste survey being part of the next population census. Now let's take a quick look at the headlines. Government revamps National Security Advisory Board. Former RAW Chief Alok Joshi appointed new chairman. Jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan reacts to Pahalgam attack, issues warning to India from jail. Indian and Pakistani DGMOs speak over hotline. India warns Pakistan over unprovoked ceasefire violations. Prime Minister Modi's Russia visit cancelled. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to attend Victory Day parade in Moscow. Police warn people against separatist groups in Srinagar. Put up posters and make announcements via loudspeakers. West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee inaugurates Jagannath Temple in Digha. BJP calls Mamata a fake Hindu. NHRC notices to Karnataka government. DGP over Hubli miners rape killing in police encounter. Rights body takes suo moto notice. Bangladesh court grants bail to former ISKCON leader Chinmoy Krishnadas in sedition case. Donald Trump eases auto tariff to prevent price hikes, job losses and plant closures. Gives reprieve for auto industry. The Narendra Modi Cabinet Committee of Political Affairs announced that the caste data will be part of the next population census. Vaishnaw said the Congress and India Alliance governments were conducting caste census exercise for selfish political gains. Ashwini Vaishnaw made this announcement once the briefing for the cabinet was over and everyone was taken by surprise, because when it came to caste census, it was being propelled by the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi was at the forefront of making caste census a national agenda for the opposition politics. The caste census has been conducted in Telangana, in Karnataka, in Andhra and in Bihar. So when Ashwini Vaishnaw announced, everyone was taken by surprise.
Governments have always opposed caste census. Caste was not included in all the census operations conducted since independence. In 2010, then Prime Minister late Dr. Manmohan Singh ji had assured the Lok Sabha that the matter of caste census should be considered in the cabinet. A group of ministers was formed to consider this subject. Most of the political parties had recommended caste census. Despite this, Congress government decided to conduct only a survey of caste instead of a caste census. That survey is known as SECC. It is well understood that Congress and its India Alliance partners have used caste census only as a political tool. As per Article 246 of the Constitution of India, the subject census is listed at 69 in the Union list in 7th schedule. According to Constitution of India, census is a union subject. Some states have conducted surveys, I am repeating the word, surveys to enumerate castes. Some states have done this well, while some others have conducted such surveys purely from a political angle in a non-transparent way. Such surveys have created doubts in the society. Considering all these facts and to ensure that a social fabric is not disturbed by politics, caste enumeration should be transparently included. I'm emphasizing the word transparently included in the census instead of surveys. This will strengthen the social and economic structure of our society while the nation continues to progress.
Why is caste census crucial? Number of reasons. One, choices of candidates for elections and ministries continue to be dictated by caste consideration. Quota in elections, education and jobs cannot be pursued effectively without detailed caste-wise data. Detailed caste-wise data is crucial to determine income criteria for the creamy layer. The absence of detailed caste-wise data has helped a coterie of caste to get disproportionate share of assets and power. So what has been the history of caste-based census? Censuses in British India between 1881 and 1931 enumerated all castes. In the first census after independence in 1951, the government ordered that caste should not be enumerated. In 1872, classified population into Brahmin, Kshatriya, Rajput and other castes based on profession, native Christians and aboriginal tribes. In 1901, 1,642 castes were enumerated. 31, 4,147. And in 41, census was curtailed due to World War II. In 11, estimated 46 lakh castes, subcastes and gotras. Number withheld, citing inaccuracies. Now, which are the states that have done caste census? Bihar did it in 23. Andhra Pradesh did it in 23. Karnataka has done it in 15. And Telangana conducted in 24. So what's the way forward? The Census Act 1948 should be amended to make enumeration by the caste mandatory. And the big question here is, which people would like to know, and then we'll directly go into the conversation, is caste census socially divisive? Will census be an administrative nightmare with lakhs of subcastes? How will this impact upcoming assembly elections in Bihar and Tamil Nadu? And has Congress been successful in forcing BJP's hand on caste census? So before I play out the bites of the opposition leaders, there is fourth issue which is related with caste. And that will be the center point of our debate. Caste census, I believe, is important for welfare politics, distribution of precious fund of the state government, to know where people stand. But caste is also a fulcrum of Indian politics. So the issue is, has the issue of caste census moved in a wrong direction? Instead of talking about welfare politics and how much should be allocated to the people who are really poor, caste and economic indexes, it is boiling down to elections, distribution of seats, and who stands where vis-a-vis the number. Because ultimately in democracy, your numbers matter, which means the strength you enjoy in population matters. So this is at the heart of debate. And why has Bharatiya Janata Party decided to announce caste census today? But before that, let me play out the bites of the opposition leaders and then I'll introduce my guests.
ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟೋನಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸೋಷಿಯೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಬರೀ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ, ಸೋಷಿಯೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಬರೀ ಈಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಜನಗಣತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. सेंसस एंड कैस्ट सेंसस।
आपको पता होगा 96-97 में भी कैबिनेट से जो है पास किया गया था कि 2001 का जो होगा उसमें जनगणना जो होगी उसमें जाति आधारित गणना भी कराया जाएगा, लेकिन उस समय अटल बिहारी जी सरकार में थे 2001 में, तो ये नहीं हो पाया। फिर हम लोगों की मांग थी, मनमोहन जी प्रधानमंत्री बने 2011 में हुई, तो जातीय जनगणना जो है और इसमें इंक्लूड किया गया था। और पहली बार 17 महीने में किसी राज्य ने अपने बलबूते जो है कराया, तो वो महागठबंधन हमारी सरकार थी। तब जो है बिहार में जाति आधारित गणना हुई।
On this debate, I am joined by Ratnesh Kushwaha, State Secretary and Spokesperson Bihar BJP, Suleiman Khan, Spokesperson Congress, Ajit Kumaja, Cephalogist, Senior Journalist, Professor Badri Narayan Tiwari, Director GB Panch Social Science Institute. Let me just frame the debate and then I'll go to the two principal spokespersons. Let me straight away go to Ajit. Ajit, how do you see it? The announcement today. Why today? Can you unmute yourself, Ajit?
Is in October, November, and it's the right time to sort of announce the caste census, because in Bihar, and by the way, Kartike, right now I'm sitting in Madhubani in Bihar, so it's an appropriate time to comment from here. If you talk to anyone in Bihar, all they talk about is the caste census, the caste-based reservations, and how the Mahagathbandhan RJD Congress is kind of, getting the advantage because of the fact that Rahul Gandhi went all the way sort of on this issue of caste census. Of course, remember, he picked up the issue of caste census from Nitish Kumar, the Bihar Chief Minister, who actually began it in the year 2023. But that's what people talk about. So I think the main reason the BJP government has announced, Ashwini Vaishnaw has announced caste for the next census right now is aiming at the Bihar election. 63% of Bihar's population is actually OBC and EBC.
Okay.
20%, I think close to 20% is Dalit. So think of it. In Bihar, this is the big issue. By the way, Bihar is also the land of Mandal. After all, the Karpuri Thakur government in 1978-80 had started the whole issue of caste-based reservation.
So basically, you are saying, Ajit, that it's primarily Bihar. Basically, you are saying it's primarily Bihar. Professor Badri Narayan, is it Bihar,
Yeah.
or is there a larger play of things?
Yeah, Kartikeya, Bihar election, yes, is very important in this kind of decision taken by the government. But also, not only Bihar, Tamil Nadu election is also nearby, and both are the OBC dominant state, and so Bihar election, this caste census issue is going to play in a big way. Because BJP, as you know, BJP is a party of Yuganupur changes. BJP always change itself based on the time. So this is the demand of the time, electoral time, and also political time. And because of that, this is a very right moment for taking such decision. Because otherwise, in Bihar, no issue will work. Only the caste issue with the development. And Hindutva may work. So caste, you can't leave caste again. So caste, you have to address caste. Similarly, so in this election, and this census and surveys, there were so many MSME of the caste started, caste survey of this government, that government, that government. Now this caste census will give authentic data in a more elaborate exercise with a well-defined methodology as caste census used to do. And that will create another data which may help us in developmental process. So not only political, it has a developmental path also, meaning also.
Actually, when we talk about developmental, people talk less about development, but it's more about politics. Let me straight away go to, and yes, Xavier Rodriguez, founder and editor-in-chief, Goa Chronicle, joined me. Thank you so much. Let me straight away go to Ratnesh Kushwaha, sir. Why was it announced? A lot of bites from the Congress leaders and opposition leaders saying that, thank you, it's because of our pressure, it's because of our insistent campaign that, this caste survey has been announced by Centre. Do you agree with this?
No, I totally deny it. It's a historic day that the Modi government has made a decision to turn a caste census, and it is completely our policy that the Modi government have, that sabka saath sabka vikas, and to implement it in a true letter and spirit, the caste census was to be required. It was needed to identify the socially backward caste, economically, socially, and educationally backward caste, and can be only done with this caste census, and thereafter the government can come up with the policy and with the public fund by which the actual development of the every caste and community can be done. So it has nothing to do with the elections. BJP every year in the India, we all know there are elections round the corner for every state. Some states are there, which is coming elections are there. So the Modi government never ever do any kind of decision just for the election. It is committed for the public of the country, the 140 crores public of the India, and every decision is made for the upliftment of the community and development of the society of the country.
Suleiman, is it because of the pressure which the Congress had exerted, a campaign started during 2024 constitution caste census? Or do you think that it's just, it has been done because the constitution debate has been put to rest after Maharashtra and Haryana elections, so the BJP thought, well, let's take care of the other part which was a part of the formidable campaign which revived the Congress with 99 seats, which is caste census?
It is because of the consistent demand and pressure being exerted by the Congress party and other India alliance parties since past 2 to 3 years. Since Mr. Rahul Gandhi started his Bharat Jodo Yatra, he met a lot of people during the campaign. And during that Bharat Jodo Yatra, Rahul Gandhi ji gave this slogan, Jitni Abadi Utna Haq. Caste census is the basis for giving proper representation to every class. The deprived have the right. This is what Mr. Rahul Gandhi said. So therefore, I think for past 3-4 years, Rahul Gandhi ji has been demanding that there are two aspects of this demand for this caste census. Two aspects are, one is the socio-economic condition of the caste, different caste of the country. Second, the population which each caste has. So the resources of the country or the assets of the country have to be so equitably distributed so that everyone who are backward, who are economically backward, socially backward, should come, in the mainstream. This is the main aim and agenda behind this demand, which BJP has been opposing for very long. In 2021, they filed an affidavit before the Supreme Court. They said, I'll just repeat, they said that this census is administratively difficult and cumbersome. It said it was cautiously policy decision to exclude such information from the census preview. This is what they said in Supreme Court. When we were in the government in Bihar along with JDU and RJD, the caste survey for Bihar was done. There also the matter went to Supreme Court. The union government opposed that caste survey, saying that you cannot get it done. It is only union government which can do. So BJP has been consistently opposing this, because they don't want the backwards and economically backward caste to know their number and to know people to know their socio-economic status. Therefore, they have been opposing. But because we have been demanding, it's a win-win situation for us. We are going to say that it is because of our pressure that Mr. Modi and the government has come to this pressure, and this census or the social justice agenda which we are having will only be done because of the consistent demand done by us.
Okay, Savio, your opening comments, and then I'm going to take all of you guys. I'll read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 caste slogans starting with Ram Manohar Lohia. I'll read them to you, and that question will be for Ajit and Professor Narayan. But your opening comments, Savio.
Karthikeya, thank you for having invited me on the show. It's always a pleasure to listen to such lovely people on the panel. But I'm somebody who doesn't believe in the idea of caste and the caste denominations that the political leaders in this country love to talk about and love to play around with. I think the most important aspect of our constitution and our belief system is that we are all citizens of this country. But there is a need, which we have been claiming for the last 75 years, to build a bridge or to bridge the gap between the lack of availability to people of the lesser caste when compared to people of the higher caste. But I think that's all a fugazi, Karthikeya. I think the most important thing for us to understand is the economically weaker sections, and how do you work with people from different castes across economically weaker sections in order to bring them to a level of equality and a level of parity with everybody else. Because today, in a globalized world, in an India that has seen people from different castes doing extremely well, and some, of course, not, we need to be able to create an equitable balance across all of it. So politics will continue around caste. I don't know whether Prime Minister Modi is taking this decision because of Rahul Gandhi and the pressure that the Congress would have put on anybody else. What is important is that people who are economically weaker, if through the caste census they can benefit to come to an equitable playing field, then I think that is where it really works in the advantage of the country. Because today, if you look at basis of caste reservations or caste on reservations and all, I think the meritocracy in this country is actually gone to dogs, to be brutally honest, because we are not a land of merit. We are a land of deciding what political leaders want on the basis of caste, on the basis of reservation. And I think that's going to be very detrimental to the country in the long run.
Okay. Now, these are the slogans, and then straight away I'll go to Ajit, and I want to know from you what has changed. The nara which was given by Jawaharlal Nehru, Ajit, was Jai Vigyan. Then there was a time in Rajiv Gandhi's time, na jaat pe na paat pe, mohar lagegi haath pe. There was a slogan which Sonia gave, Aam Aadmi ka haath Congress ke saath. Ram Manohar Lohia in 67 said, Sasopa ne bandhi gaad, pichhade paave 100 mein 60. Then there was an SP-BSP combination. They said, Mile Mulayam, Kanchi Ram, Hama mein ud gaye Jai Shri Ram. Then Kanchi Ram also gave a slogan, Thakur Baniya Baman Chhod, Baki sab hai DS4. Then again came a very sort of a controversial slogan, Tilak Taraju aur Talwar, inko maro joote char. वोट हमारा रात तुम्हारा नहीं चलेगा नहीं चलेगा वोट से लेंगे सीएम पीएम आरक्षण से लेंगे एसपीडीएम these are the slogans used in Indian elections in North India. Professor Narayan, you must be recalling the dates, the time. Then came Mayawati, हाथी नहीं गणेश है ब्रह्मा विष्णु गणेश है. Then जिसकी जितनी भागीदारी उसकी उतनी हिस्सेदारी सर्जन हिताय सर्जन सुखाय. Let me cut across to this press conference and then we'll come to this.
It's not my press conference, it's his press conference. No, I started off by answering a question that is there in all your minds.
Is waiting for Rahul Gandhi to arrive. So once Rahul Gandhi arrives, we'll start the conversation again on the issues which he is going to talk about. But straight away to Ajit, what do I make? The caste slogans, what do they tell us? Everyone has come around caste, all major political parties, and they used to talk about sort of a casteless politics. Smaller parties used to talk about caste politics. Bigger parties are not talking about caste politics. Ajit, unmute yourself.
I'm not unmuted.
Yes, tell me.
The socialist parties in this country historically basically championed the issue of caste. Now, Congress was uncomfortable with it to begin because, Congress believed in what BJP now claims, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Congress was the pan-umbrella party. It appealed to all sections, although the truth is that the leadership was always in the hands of the upper castes, but Congress did appeal largely to all castes, including Dalits and even minorities. For example, the classic Congress coalition used to be upper caste, Dalits and Muslims.
But even BJP RSS, Ajit, the word the BJP RSS uses, Samrasta. Even their focus was on all castes. Mohan
That's
Bhagwat,
right.
एक कुआं, एक शमशान, एक मंदिर. So the focus of RSS and BJP is also on that. But look at the shift that has taken place.
Right. So my point is that both the BJP and the Congress always talked of all castes, the whole business of what you pointed out, the entire society should be covered.
Let us cut across to Rahul. Let us just cut across to Rahul Gandhi. Let's listen to the press conference first.
नमस्कार साथियों, सभी राहुल गांधी जी आपको संबोधित करें।
पार्लियामेंट में हमने कहा था कि कास्ट सेंसस को हम करवा के छोड़ेंगे, और हमने ये भी कहा था कि 50% की जो कैप है, जो आर्टिफिशियल दीवार लगा रखी है, उसको भी हम तोड़ के हटाएंगे। पता नहीं क्या हुआ, सडनली 11 साल बाद नरेंद्र मोदी जी कहते थे कि सिर्फ 4 जाते हैं, सडनली कास्ट सेंसस का अनाउंसमेंट किया। हम इसको सपोर्ट करते हैं, पूरी तरह सपोर्ट करते हैं, मगर हम टाइमलाइन चाहते हैं। हम जानना चाहते हैं ये कब तक होगा, और ये एक पहला कदम है। तेलंगाना एक मॉडल बना है कास्ट सेंसस के लिए, और वो ब्लूप्रिंट बन सकती है। और कास्ट सेंसस को डिजाइन करने में हमारा पूरा सरकार को ऑफर है, पूरा समर्थन है कि हम डिजाइन करेंगे, क्योंकि डिजाइन बहुत जरूरी है। क्योंकि 2 एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, एक बिहार का डिजाइन है, दूसरा तेलंगाना का डिजाइन है, उसमें जमीन आसमान का फर्क है। और मैं दोहराना चाहता हूं कि कास्ट सेंसस पहला कदम है। हमारा जो विजन है, एक बिल्कुल नया डेवलपमेंट का, विकास का पैराडाइम हम कास्ट सेंसस के माध्यम से लाना चाहते हैं। सिर्फ रिजर्वेशंस नहीं, मगर हम सेंट्रल सवाल पूछ रहे हैं कि चाहे ओबीसीज हों, दलित्स हों, आदिवासी हों, उनकी देश में कितनी भागीदारी है। कास्ट सेंसस से एक प्रकार से पता लगेगा, बट कास्ट सेंसस से आगे जाना है। हमारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस में, संस्थाओं में इनकी कहां कहां पार्टिसिपेशन है, पावर स्ट्रक्चर जो है उधर कितनी पार्टिसिपेशन है, ये नेक्स्ट स्टेप है। और हम चाहते हैं कि इस डायरेक्शन में कास्ट सेंसस जाए। हमने एक और चीज कही थी, कांग्रेस पार्टी ने रेज की थी, मैनिफेस्टो में भी था, आर्टिकल 15(5). आर्टिकल 15(5) इज रिजर्वेशन इन प्राइवेट एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस। ये कानून है, ऑलरेडी कानून है, और हम चाहते हैं एकदम इस कानून को एनडीए की सरकार, बीजेपी की सरकार इंप्लीमेंट करना शुरू करे। सेंसस को डिले किया है और अपोज किया था, हम इसको वेलकम करते हैं, ये हमारा विजन है, इन्होंने अडॉप्ट किया, बहुत अच्छा। मगर हम चाहते हैं कि हमें डेट्स बताई जाएं, किस दिन तक ये सेंसस होगा, बजट में इसका पैसा आना चाहिए, अभी बजट में पैसा नहीं है, और फिर जो डेवलपमेंटल विजन है वो हमारे सामने प्रेजेंट होना चाहिए। तो ये मैं आपसे कहना चाहता था, अंग्रेजी में बोल देता हूं। कास्ट सेंसस वी हैव बीन फाइटिंग नाउ फॉर सम टाइम, गवर्नमेंट हैज अपोज्ड फॉर सम रीजन, वी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दैट रीजन इज, दे हैव सडनली डिसाइडेड टू डू इट, वी वेलकम दैट, वी आर हैप्पी that they have done the caste census. Telangana is a model state for the caste census. There are 2 caste censuses in front of us. One is Telangana, the other is Bihar. They are completely different caste censuses. The Telangana caste census, the questions have been developed by a process of consultation, not a closed process, open process, by asking the stakeholders what are the type of questions, and it's been a very detailed, very granular exercise. We would like the national census to follow some of the ideas of the Telangana census, and we are more than happy to help the government develop the national census on similar lines. We've had 2 other issues that we have discussed which are also central, which is the 50% cap on reservations. Now this is becoming an impediment. This is becoming an impediment to development, to progress of our country, and to the progress of backward castes, Dalits and Adivasis, and we want this 50% barrier to be eliminated and broken. We have stated that. We have put enough pressure on the government to get the caste census done. We want a date by when it's done. We are going to put pressure on the government to make sure that 50% cap is destroyed. And after that, there is a third thing, which is the Article 15(5), which is reservation in private educational institutions. It is already a law. We want that law to be implemented as soon as possible. So that is broadly the structure. We see the caste census as a new paradigm of development, and we want to go beyond the caste census. We want to understand what is the participation of 90% of our population in the power structure of our country. Where are they participating effectively, and where are they not participating? And we want to give them participation and access to power. So we are absolutely convinced in the Congress party that the caste census is a first step of a completely new development paradigm in the country, and we are going to push this paradigm through one way or the other. It doesn't matter what the BJP thinks. We have shown that we can pressure the BJP into doing the caste census. We are going to show you that we are going to pressure the BJP into doing 15(5) and also removing the 50% cap. I think every Congress member, every Congress worker, every single person who has fought for the caste census, and there are millions of people, activists from the backward communities, Dalits, Adivasis, I'm very proud of what you have done. This would not be possible without the effort, without the hard work that you have done. It has been a sustained campaign that we have run, and I'm very proud of every single person who has helped us in this campaign. Thank you.
So you said that the government was opposed to this and suddenly decided to take this step. Do you think that this decision has been taken in light of the upcoming Bihar polls?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's why this decision has been taken in a hurry. I don't need to comment on whether they took it, when they took it, how they took it. Now they have taken it. We are happy they have taken it. Now this needs to be taken forward.
सर, प्रधानमंत्री बार बार ये कहते थे कि ये 4 जातियां होती हैं सिर्फ देश में. अब अचानक से फैसला हुआ, तो क्या लगता है कि आपको जो विपक्ष ने और आप लोगों ने दबाव बनाया, उस दबाव के कारण?
ये सिर्फ हमने दबाव नहीं डाला, ये सिर्फ दबाव नहीं डाला है हमने, ये हमने ऑर्गेनाइज तरीके से बहुत गहराई से कैंपेन चलाया है, ग्रासरूट लेवल पे कैंपेन चलाया है, और महीनों से हम ये कैंपेन चला रहे हैं, और इस कैंपेन का असर पड़ा है, इफेक्ट आया है, और इसीलिए इन्होंने ये डिसीजन लिया है. बट कास्ट सेंसस जो मैंने आपसे बोला, ये दरवाजा खोलने का तरीका है. उसके बाद रियल विकास का काम शुरू होगा. एक बार हमें इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी तो फिर हम उस इंफॉर्मेशन के बेसिस पे हम एक्शन ले पाएंगे. मैं आपको 2-3 उदाहरण देता हूं. तेलंगाना के कास्ट सेंसस में से इंफॉर्मेशन किस ग्रैन्युलैरिटी की आ रही है और किस टाइप की इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है. तेलंगाना में जो कॉर्पोरेट स्ट्रक्चर है, सीईओज, मैनेजमेंट टीम, सीनियर मैनेजमेंट, ओनरशिप स्ट्रक्चर, उसमें आपको एक दलित नहीं मिलेगा, एक आदिवासी नहीं मिलेगा, एक पिछड़े वर्ग का व्यक्ति नहीं मिलेगा. मैं कह रहा हूं एक नहीं मिलेगा. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूं कि 1% नहीं मिलेगा, है ही नहीं. 90% ऑफ इंडिया इज नॉट रिप्रेजेंटेड देयर. फर्स्ट. सेकंड, गिग वर्कर्स, जिनके लिए हमने तेलंगाना में और अब कर्नाटक में हम कानून बना रहे हैं. अगर आप गिग देखें, कहता हूं आपको सिर्फ ओबीसी, दलित और आदिवासी मिलेंगे. तो ये 2 स्ट्रीम्स बन रही हैं. एक स्ट्रीम मजदूरी की स्ट्रीम, गरीबी की स्ट्रीम, बेरोजगारी की स्ट्रीम, जिसमें दलित, आदिवासी, पिछड़ा वर्ग है, और दूसरी स्ट्रीम जिसमें एक छोटी सी एलीट पूरे के पूरे सिस्टम को कंट्रोल कर रही है. उसके ऊपर अदानी जी, अंबानी जी बैठे हैं. तो ये कास्ट सेंसस इस चीज को बदलने का फाउंडेशन है, पहला कदम है।
राहुल जी, आप लगातार दबाव बना रहे थे, लेकिन पिछले 11 सालों से प्रधानमंत्री मोदी इस पर नहीं मान रहे थे। अभी पहलगाम का इतना बड़ा हादसा हुआ, क्या आपको लगता है कि इस वक्त में जो टाइमिंग है प्रधानमंत्री की कास्ट सेंसस को मानना, वो पहलगाम से ध्यान भटकाने की कोशिश है?
आप जर्नलिस्ट हो, ये आप लोगों का काम है, आपका काम स्पेक्यूलेशन है, मेरा काम स्पेक्यूलेशन नहीं है, मैं फैक्ट्स पे काम करता हूं। तो आप स्पेक्यूलेट कीजिए, मैं इस पे स्पेक्यूलेट नहीं करूंगा, मेरे को स्पेक्यूलेट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। उन्होंने क्यों लिया क्यों नहीं लिया उसमें मुझे कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। लिया और ये बड़ा स्टेप है। मैं सिर्फ ये समझना चाहता हूं कि ये सेंसस कब होगा और ये किस प्रकार से सेंसस होगा, कौन से सवाल इसमें होंगे, क्योंकि आप कह सकते हो कि हमने सेंसस कर दिया और फिर रेलेवेंट सवाल आपने नहीं पूछे तो फिर उसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है। तो तेलंगाना में हमने बहुत गहराई से पब्लिक में जाकर कंसल्टेशन करके, लाखों लोगों से कंसल्टेशन करके हमने डिजाइन किया है। तो वी वांट अ पीपल्स सेंसस, वी डोंट नॉट वांट अ ब्यूरोक्रेट सेंसस।
सर आप पहले ही कहते थे कि एक्सरे है ये, तो एक्सरे के लिए सरकार राजी हो गई है। किस तरीके से एक्सरे हो? आप बार बार तेलंगाना मॉडल की बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या तेलंगाना मॉडल अडॉप्ट होना चाहिए? किस तरीके से होना चाहिए?
नहीं, देखिए, तेलंगाना मॉडल में 2-3 प्रिंसिपल्स हैं। पहला प्रिंसिपल है कि बंद कमरे में 5-10 ब्यूरोक्रेट्स ने उसको नहीं डिजाइन किया, ठीक है? क्योंकि फ्रैंकली बोलूं तो जिन कम्युनिटीज की हम मदद करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं उनकी होल ब्यूरोक्रेसी में है ही नहीं। तो हम चाहते हैं मैस सेंसस, ओपन टेक्नोलॉजी का सेंसस, जहां हम स्टेक होल्डर से पूछें आपको एक्चुअली डिजाइन में आपकी क्या राय है, आप डिजाइन के बारे में क्या सोचते हो। यह तेलंगाना का फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल। सेकंड प्रिंसिपल तेलंगाना में कि we have set up a expert group who is now going to study all the data and is going to present to the government of Telangana a vision based on caste census. So that is the second step. And third step, as you are already aware, Telangana has demolished that wall of 50%, right? And also the 15(5), article 15(5) जो मैंने mention किया है। मुझे लगता है, मेरी इमीडिएट सस्पिशन है कि ये वो वुमेन्स बिल वाली स्ट्रेटजी टाइमलाइन वाली है, बट आई होप दैट बेटर सेंस प्रिवेल्स। अच्छा, नो, आई वांट टू से वन अदर थिंग विच इज फ्रैंकली बहुत जरूरी है, और आज ये शायद कास्ट सेंसस से भी ज्यादा जरूरी है। मैं आज कानपुर गया और वहां पे जो टेररिज्म के विक्टिम थे उनसे मैंने बात की, परिवार से मैंने बात की। कोल्ड ब्लडेड तरीके से उनके बेटे को मारा गया है, बिना मर्सी के। और 28 लोगों को ऐसे मारा गया है, बहुत सारे लोग घायल हुए हैं। मैं इस पे कमेंट नहीं करना चाहता हूं ये कैसे हुआ। मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता हूं कि जिन लोगों ने ये किया है, जो भी हैं, कहां भी हैं, they have to pay for this. And they have to pay for it properly, not in some half-hearted way, ऐसे आलतू फालतू तरीके से नहीं। They have to pay for it properly, कि इनको याद रहे कि हिंदुस्तान के साथ ये नहीं किया जा सकता है। हमने क्लियरली ऑपोजिशन की और सरकार की मीटिंग में क्लियर हमने लाइन दी है, यूनानिमस लाइन, कि जो हुआ है एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है और पूरा का पूरा ऑपोजिशन 100% सपोर्ट सरकार को देगा और दे रहा है। नरेंद्र मोदी को एक्शन लेना है, एकदम एक्शन लेना है और पूरा का पूरा विपक्ष उनके साथ खड़ा है। जिन लोगों ने यह किया है, दे हैव टू पे द प्राइस फॉर दिस। जो परिवार है, उन्होंने आप लोगों को मेरे थ्रू एक मैसेज दिया है। एक्चुअली प्रधानमंत्री जी को उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आप प्रधानमंत्री जी को यह बताइए, तो मैं 28 जो हमारे शहीद हैं उनके साइड से प्रधानमंत्री को आपके माध्यम से मैसेज दे रहा हूं। प्रधानमंत्री जी, उन्होंने कहा है कि हमारे जो बच्चे हैं वो शहीद हुए हैं, हम चाहते हैं कि आप उनको शहीद का दर्जा दीजिए, रिस्पेक्ट दीजिए। ये मैं कहना चाहता था। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
शुक्रिया राहुल जी, शुक्रिया 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 राहुल जी।
We are saying, I am saying that 28 people have been killed in cold blood. Okay? It is pretty clear who is responsible for this. The people who are responsible for this must pay a price.
I think two very powerful points made by Rahul Gandhi. One is on Pahalgam and the other one is on the caste census. Very quickly now, let me straight away go to Badri Narayan. Sir, your comments, sir. Is this caste census here to stay? Has caste finally made itself clear that it doesn't go away in Indian politics? It stays there.
Yeah, Karthikeya, you are very right that this event has proved that caste is central in Indian politics. But you know, it's very interesting to listen to Rahul Gandhi, and he was telling about people census, and he was trying to project this national census as a bureaucratic census. You know better than us, than me, that whenever this national census took place, they invite scholars, methodologists, they invite sociologists, anthropologists, even activists, and they evolved a methodology. And in the entire process, it's a huge exercise which involved a big section of the people of India. And one can't say it's a bureaucratic census. And whatever he is saying, people's census, yes, it's true that it does not reflect the political aspirations, political angling, posturing, national census. In your hand, if you are putting these things politically, you can reflect the political aspiration in the census, because data, in fact, is not neutral in that way. You can use it while making itself also, while forming the data, while framing the data. So this is a political claim. It's not the neutral administrative.
So then, okay, it's a political. Basically, you are saying it's a political claim. Ratnesh, your comments on Rahul Gandhi's press conference on caste census?
Two things I want to say.
Okay.
This were in part in rule for more than 50 years. They didn't made it happen, this caste census, ever. And whatever they are claiming now, it is just when the Modi government has made this policy to do the caste census. They have never been, the Congress from the very beginning used the caste census as a rivalry. They generated the caste rivalry within the society, and just because of that, India were divided into several kind of caste rivalry and everything like that. And secondly, Rahul Gandhi was telling that we should take advice to them. I should advise him. He was mentioning about the Article 50. Article 15 of the Constitution talks about the provision in discrimination of grounds of religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth. It doesn't talk about the reservation of the job. And as per the Article 15, subclause 5 says, it talks about the reservation in the educational institution. It has nothing to do with the reservation in the job. But again, his research team or his feedback team has not guided them well. I will suppose him that they should take some advice from the BJP people to tell him to make his speech correct. BJP is very much clear about the caste census. Our government will talk to all stakeholders, methodologists, and the social segment to draw a methodology to conduct this caste survey, so that in a transparent way a census should be done to empower and to bring the equality between the social segment and socially divided society, and the economically and socially caste should come in the mainstream of the country, so that development should reach each and every person of the country, and as per the government policy and per the BJP policy, the last person of the country should be benefited with the government policy. With this caste census, we will ensure to do that the policy of the government, the benefits of the government policy should reach the last person of the people of the country.
Karthik, may I come in short reply?
Sure.
I'm sorry to say, but the BJP spokesperson writing advocate, his name, he's an advocate, I think it's reflecting on the screen, and he's misquoting the article completely, and he's saying the advisors are wrong. Karthik, I'll correct him shortly. Article 15(5) says nothing in this article or in subsection G of clause 1 of 19. What is subsection G of clause 1 and 19? That is to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. This is what socio-economic census is. Along with the aided and non-aided educational institution in clause 5. Please read the complete article, sir. You have missed 19(1)G. You completely forgot to bash Rahul Gandhi. You forgot what is written in the constitution. I'll again read one line for you. Nothing in this article or in subsection G of clause 1 of article 19 shall prevent the state from making any provision by law for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens or for scheduled caste or scheduled tribes.
Okay.
This is for making laws, educational institutions, and as well as for article 19(1)(g), that is profession or education or any job. Secondly, why BJP is against this census from the very beginning? The ideological mentor of the BJP, RSS, I'll just give one line, Karthike. BJP has always been anti-reservation. The second Sarsan Chalak, Mr. Golwalkar, said he opposed reorganizing scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, believing that it breeds jealousy and conflict. He said reservation for SC/ST would make them all slaves with the lure of money. This is what they have said. They have always been. Their ideological mentor, the RSS, has always been anti-Dalit, anti-tribal, anti-backward. Therefore, they never wanted this.
How can you say that? Ratnesh, how can you say that? Okay, let Ratnesh respond.
And during the BP Singh government,
reply first.
Let him reply. Suleiman, please let him reply. He didn't disturb you. Please let him reply. Let him reply. Please let him reply. Let him reply. Suleiman, let him reply.
It was the BP Singh government supported by the BJP, the Mandal Commission, and thereafter the reservation for the OBC community came into the existence in the BJP in the country. It was the government of the Karpuri Thakur, which was supported by the BJP, which brings the reservation to extreme backward community of the country in Bihar. It was the BJP who it is the BJP who always supported the reservation, and it is the wrong statement of Mr. Suleiman that it came into the power. It is completely wrong to say.
Okay. Wait a minute. I need to. Okay, Suleiman, your turn is over. You said you wanted a short reply. I gave you one.
Misquoting it.
Suleiman,
you are misquoting Rahul.
Suleiman, you made your point. Thank you. Ajit, to you. Please unmute yourself. This time, this is the third time it's happening. Ajit, unmute yourself.
You can't do it because I'm on the phone.
Okay,
Someone
it's okay.
from the back. Is it unmuted already?
Yes, it's unmuted, please.
Yes.
Okay. So, Karthike, see, the truth is that at this moment, in the last 1 year, Rahul Gandhi has, of course, pushed for the caste census. So, the fact that the BJP has responded, we all know that politics is a strategic game, right? You adopt the policy of your rival. But let me add, Rahul Gandhi was being a bit facetious when he claimed that the Telangana model of caste census is somehow better and should be implemented by the center compared to the Bihar model. Rahul Gandhi has discovered caste census in the year 2023 after Nitish Kumar made it the template for the rest of the country, first of all. Now, at that time, Nitish Kumar was part of the India Alliance, remember. Number two, the fact that the entire caste issue arose from Bihar. You know, the Mandal Commission, the Karpuri Thakur government, as the BJP spokesperson rightly pointed out, the BJP was part of that alliance. Remember, this was the Janata Party alliance, right? So from there, the caste census emerged, and by the 80s, it sort of got divided between the Mandal and the Kamandal. The whole issue of VP Singh. So Congress was always on the sideline. Congress was never an active proponent of the caste census. So therefore, and as our friend pointed out, whenever you do a caste census, it is based on a serious examination of caste.
I have a political question for Professor. I have a political Professor. You wrote on this, so I need a political answer, not an academic answer. What happens to subaltern Hindutva, sir?
Yeah, what happened to
subaltern Hindutva?
Subaltern Hindutva. Yes, subaltern Hindutva will work. Actually, this caste census will also provide data, and that data will be added with the Hindutva consciousness. Actually, Hindutva is there. Hindutva is among the MBCs, Hindutva is among the MBCs, Hindutva is among the OBCs. And, this is a whole package. Hindutva, subalternism, development, and other issues combined in Modi image and the government, the initiatives, they all will be combined and they may work together in coming Bihar election.
Because the question is, when Mohan Bhagwat says, Ek Shamshan, Ek Kuan, how does that politics work with this politics?
I think both are the way Mohan Bhagwat is intervening in social structure. Sometimes I used to say that Sangh is, in a bigger way, it's a social reform organization in contemporary time. They are raising various questions which are socially important. And you remember his statements since years. And that may be added with this kind of government initiative.
But it's an interesting time. I've really run short of time, but I hope I could have had a longer discussion on it, even a better one with more data, more graphics on the census issue, more focus on Karpuri Thakur, more focus on Ram Manohar Lohia, more focus on the way the caste politics evolved, more focus on the slogans which I had jotted down. I thought I could elicit good reactions from Ajit and Professor, but the press conference went a little longer than I expected. But that's all I have today for you on Point. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. For today, good night.
News9 Corporate Badminton Championships, in collaboration with Pullela Gopichand Badminton Foundation, is here for all of you to experience the passion and network. This is a great opportunity to experience your childhood memories and also be part of a corporate event which enhances sportsman spirit in all of us. Wishing you all the best and hope to see you here.
Presenting sponsor, Srinidhi University. Kindle the light within. Venue partner, Pullela Gopichand Badminton Academy, Hyderabad.
Mama must be missing us, na?